Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic, 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2018 Toyota Corolla so you can make yourself an informed decision. Coming in on the right front tire, you've got about 80% tread on all season radio, so definitely lots of tread left. Coming behind the front right tire, first thing I want to point out, this is the right lower ball joint. Now it's critical. This is what holds the wheel to the chassis, and it is tight. Now this rubber boot here is the outer CV boot, and it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. So this definitely is dry, and that's a good thing. Now your brakes, you've got about 30,000 K left on your front brakes, so definitely lots of K left there. This right here is your right sway bar link connected from there up to right there. Okay, and that's important to be connected because it dampens the sway when it goes around the corner. This right here is your this is your right outer tie rod. Now this is the most important thing on the right side because it's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering. It is tight. The right inner CV boot, a little harder to see there, but see for yourself. Good, and yeah, okay, a little better. Oh, better shot right here. Okay, there you go. The inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, look behind it. Right there, that comes out where the drive shaft comes out of the tranny is a leak point. If it was going to leak, you'd see it leaking right there. The bottom of the motor is right there, bone dry. Bottom of the transmission, right there, oil pan. Again, if it was going to leak, you'd see it right there. Bottom of the chassis here, if it was going to be leaks, you'd see stains all the way along here. So brake wide, okay, this is your right front strut. Now the spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. More importantly, this tube right here is full of oil, and that's part of the shock system. It's important not to, and if it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. Important not to, because it dampens. That is what controls the suspension in your car. So brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, on the front right, I'm not seeing anything of any concern yet. Coming in onto the right rear tire, about 50% tread, less tread on the back than you have in the front, down but definitely not out. Here's your right rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. More importantly, nice and dry. On your brakes, you've got about the same as the front, about 30,000 K, and no indication of leaks. That's important. So brake wise, okay, another shot under the car here. Like this is the under chassis here, and very clean actually. I'm not even seeing hardly any surface rust. There's your exhaust, part of your exhaust right there. No cracks, no breaks. So brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, on the right rear, no issues. Now coming in on the left front tire, you got about 80% tread on all season radio, so definitely lots of tread on your left front tire here. Your left outer CV boot, good and dry. Your left inner CV boot, let me get a shot of this here. Okay, where are you? Hang on here. Okay, there you go. Your left inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, look behind it, good and dry, because that's a leak point. If it was going to leak, it's going to leak right behind that rubber boot. The left spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. More importantly, good and dry on your tube there. Your left outer tie rod right there, that's the outer tie rod right there. That is good and tight. That springs the left sway bar link connected from here up to there. That's connected and doing its job. So brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, I'm not seeing anything on the front left. Oh, and brakes, yeah, and brakes are about 30,000 K on your front brakes. So same as the other side, lots of brakes in this car. Now, on the rear left tire, about 50% tread, a little less on the rear than you have on the front. And then on your left rear spring suspension, intact, no cracks, no breaks, and no leaks. Brakes about 20,000 K. Yeah, about 20,000 K. A little less on the rear than you have on the front, but definitely lots of K left. Just a quick perusal under the car here. Again, I don't even see surface rust, which is pretty unusual for this year car, but that's good. Good sign. Okay, you've only got 50,000 K in this thing, which is extremely low. And I plugged in my scanner, and my scanner is coming up with, oh, come on here. It's hard, okay. It's hard to read with light on it there. My scanner is coming out with no engine codes. Well, there's no indication of trouble codes. Your dash, very clean. I mean, no cracks in your windshield. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with the motor running. Okay, shot of the exhaust with the motor running. Very, very clean. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath for any indication of white goo. Now, okay, no indication of white goo, and that's good because white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be an internal leak and a big problem. And so I am not hearing any indication of problems with this car, not motor-wise, not brake-wise, not leak-wise, in any way, shape, or form. As far as I can tell, it's been well maintained. So hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. And remember, if you buy, contact me at safewitheric.ca because I'm going to give you this for free because I am the cowboy mechanic and I do have your back.